Hey, it's me, Magical Shante 888. Just popping on for a quick video. I am currently en route. I am headed to go to the gym for yoga. And yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying y'all's day. Today is Monday, and I just had a thought. I am watching, well, I was on TikTok and I was watching a video about that keeps on resurfacing. If you've never heard of Underwhite, I think it's called Underwhite Soft Belly or something like that. It's um, a person who like interviews people, like homeless people, some celebrities, um, prostitutes. He does interviews, and some of them are very interesting. A lot of people have been finding the interviews problematic because it seems like he's exploiting some of the people. And I haven't watched it lately to know, but when I did watch it in the past, I was really interested. Like, these people's lives are just like so interesting and sad, and just some of it's kind of funny because the people be tripping. But yeah, so the latest one that has been on TikTok is the one about Apple Watts. If you don't know who Apple Watts is, she is a person who used to be on Love and Hip Hop. I think it was Hollywood. And I remember her like vaguely. They showed like a scene of her on there or whatever. I think it was like season 6 or something. I don't know. But I said all that to say that she had an accident, and it's so unfortunate. And she is now, um, she has basically like a disability from the accident, which is so terrible because she's young and, still beautiful and stuff, but it has changed her life so drastically. And she talked about in her interview, mind you, I didn't watch the whole interview, but I watched a few parts of it. And I've been listening to people have commentary about her interview. And me, just from what I saw in the interview, like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched a few parts, and just what I have gathered. And maybe I should go back and watch the whole thing before I even have an opinion, but I have a point, okay? The point is accountability. And just from what I heard, it didn't sound as though full accountability was taken. Granted, I know that when you're learning to take accountability, it starts off with just taking little bits and pieces of it. It does. Because I was not always a person who took accountability. I was always the person who had something going on and it was never my fault. And, you know, I was a perpetual freaking victim. And that shit gets old. Like, people don't want to hear your stories. They don't want to always hear how you're doing bad. They don't always want to hear how that nigga pissed you off again. Okay? And so my point is that it sounded like she was saying that, no one told her to not get in the car, to not drink or what, or like she was drunk and they should have told her not to get in the car. True. It's true. But you are still an adult, and you still made a decision that led to where you're at right now. And I feel like the issue is that people want to take accountability for however, they only want to take partial accountability. If it makes them look too bad, they don't want to take full accountability. They want to say, okay, like, I know I messed up, but this person da 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 da. And if they would have, that's not how it works. Full accountability is full accountability, Buki. Either you're going to take it or you're not going to take it at all. Like, that's how it goes. And if you are not prepared to take full accountability, then you might as well just not say anything at all, because people are going to say whatever the fuck they want to say. They're going to, because they just are. Because that's what we do. We gonna talk shit, just like I'm saying stuff now. Like, but I'm saying it based off of my own experience, with my experience taking accountability and me witnessing others not take full accountability. It's like they want to take accountability for however much it's going to benefit them. If it's going to benefit them and they can be the victim and they can say, yeah, well, I I take accountability because I did this, and because they are looking for people to be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, it wasn't okay. No, it was not okay. And that's the thing. That's the thing. And because they don't want people to respond in the way that I just responded with, no, it's not okay. No, I don't accept your apology. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't accept it. I don't. I forgive myself for giving you the energy, for the things that you did and for the things that I may have allowed. I forgive myself. But that's on you to be accountable. You have to be aware of that, especially in this time. Right now, more than ever, you have to be aware of that. Make sure that you're being accountable with the things that you do or do not do, and make sure that you have integrity, because when you have integrity, you don't have to worry about not being accountable because it comes just naturally. And it's not always easy to be accountable. It's not always easy. Short story time. I used to work at a daycare, and it was a part of a church. And in the mornings, you had to go um, to another part of the church and like put in a code or whatever. I put in the wrong code, and the alarm went off. And I could have acted like I didn't know what the hell happened, but I had to go to my director and tell her, hey, the alarm went off because I put in the wrong code or whatever, or I wasn't quick enough with the code, and it was really sensitive already. And so, yeah, I could have lied and said, I don't know what happened, because it was known to be sensitive. It was known to just like go off for no reason, but I was honest and I just said, what it was. And that's a small situation, but it was embarrassing nonetheless because the alarm was so loud, like all of the city could hear it. Okay. Long story short, being accountable is always going to be where it's at. It's difficult because you don't want to be looked at you don't want to be looked at in a certain way. You don't want to be judged, and it's not fair, but people are going to judge anyways. They're going to judge anyways. If they don't like you, they're going to purposely misunderstand you. So you might as well just speak the truth for yourself. You will thank you later. That's it. That's all. It was just a quick thought on accountability. Um, Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you in the next one. Peace.